Have you ever dreamed of a day that never ends? Imagine a place where the sun refuses to dip below the horizon. This isn't a fantasy, my friends. This is the reality of northern Norway during the summer months. It's called the midnight sun, and it's an experience that can truly change the way you see the world. I've traveled to many corners of this globe, but the sight of the sun shining brightly at midnight is something that stays with you. It's a magical, almost surreal feeling that fills you with an incredible sense of wonder and energy. This phenomenon isn't just a quirky light show, it's a profound natural event. It transforms the landscape, the wildlife, and the people who live under its constant gaze. Think about it, 24 hours of daylight, the birds sing all night long, flowers bloom with an intensity you wouldn't believe, and the people? They embrace this endless day with a unique zest for life. For travelers, experiencing the midnight sun is like stepping into another dimension. So pack your curiosity and maybe an eye mask for sleeping, because we're heading north, way north, to where the sun never says goodnight. So, what exactly is this midnight sun? It sounds like something out of a fairy tale, doesn't it? But it's pure science, and it's quite fascinating. It all has to do with the tilt of the Earth's axis. Our planet doesn't sit straight up as it spins. It leans over a bit, about 23.5 degrees. As the Earth orbits the sun, this tilt means that for part of the year, the North Pole is tilted towards the sun. And during this time, if you're far enough north, specifically above a line called the Arctic Circle, the sun simply doesn't set for days, weeks, or even months. During the Northern Hemisphere's summer, places within the Arctic Circle experience this continuous daylight. The further north you go, the longer the period of midnight sun lasts. At the North Pole itself, the sun stays up for a full 6 months. It's a remarkable display of celestial mechanics. This constant daylight isn't like the harsh midday sun you might be used to. For much of the night, the sun hangs low near the horizon, creating an extended period of what photographers call the golden hour. I'll never forget my first encounter with the midnight sun. It was in a small fishing village in the Lofoten Islands. I'd heard all about it, read the brochures, seen the pictures, but nothing truly prepares you for the reality. We had a wonderful dinner full of fresh seafood and lively conversation with some local fishermen. As the evening wore on, I kept expecting the sky to darken for that familiar feeling of night to settle in. But it just didn't happen. The clock on the wall said 11 p.m., then midnight, then 1 a.m., and still, the sun was there, a brilliant orange orb hovering just above the sea. It felt like the world had paused, holding its breath in this incredible light. I remember stepping outside the small cafe. The air was crisp and cool, but the light was warm and inviting. Children were still playing in a nearby park, their laughter echoing in the stillness. Fishermen were mending their nets, their faces illuminated by this gentle, otherworldly glow. It was completely surreal. To truly understand the midnight sun, you need to talk to the people who live with it year after year. Their perspective is unique, shaped by generations of adapting to this extraordinary cycle of light. I remember chatting with an elderly woman named Astrid in a cafe in Tromsø. She had a twinkle in her eye as she spoke about the summer months. "The midnight sun is our reward," she told me, her voice warm and gentle. "After the long, dark winter, this endless light fills us with energy. We feel like we can do anything, stay up all night, visit friends, work in our gardens." I also spoke with a young fisherman named Bjorn, mending his nets on the docks in Honningsvåg, not far from the North Cape. For him, the midnight sun was a practical blessing. "More light means more time to fish safely," he explained, his hands deftly working the thick twine. "Sometimes you lose track of whether it's day or night, but it's good for business, and it's beautiful too." Section 5. Chasing the light prime spots in northern Norway. If you're planning a trip to experience the midnight sun, northern Norway offers some truly spectacular destinations. One of the most famous is the North Cape, or Nordkapp. This is often referred to as the northernmost point of mainland Europe. Standing on those high cliffs, watching the sun hover above the Arctic Ocean at midnight is an unforgettable experience. There's a visitor center there, and a real sense of being at the edge of the world. Then there are the Lofoten Islands. This archipelago is a masterpiece of nature. Think dramatic, jagged mountains rising straight from the sea, picturesque fishing villages with their iconic red wooden cabins and pristine beaches. Experiencing the midnight sun here is pure magic. You can hike, kayak, or simply sit by the water and watch the colors change. Another fantastic area is Vesteralen just north of Lofoten. It's a bit less crowded but equally stunning. Here you can go on whale-watching tours, and seeing these magnificent creatures under the midnight sun is an experience that will take your breath away. The landscapes are a mix of mountains, fjords, and charming coastal communities. Section 6. Beyond the Arctic Circle, Tromsø and Alta's charm. While remote islands and capes offer raw beauty, northern Norway's cities also provide fantastic midnight sun experiences. Tromsø, often called the gateway to the Arctic, is a vibrant and lively city. It's home to the world's northernmost university, which gives it a youthful and energetic atmosphere. You can visit the iconic Arctic Cathedral, its striking triangular shape beautifully illuminated by the endless daylight. Or take the Fjellheisen cable car up Mount Storsteinen for breathtaking panoramic views of the city, the surrounding islands, and the sunlit sky. Tromsø offers a great mix of culture and nature. Further north and east you'll find Alta, known as the town of the northern lights, but equally captivating under the midnight sun. Alta is famous for its ancient rock carvings at Hjemmeluft, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Walking among these ancient artworks, with the midnight sun casting long shadows, connects you to the people who lived here millennia ago. Section 7. Living in perpetual daylight. What to expect. Traveling to a land of endless daylight is exciting, but it does come with a few things to keep in mind. The most obvious challenge for many is sleep. When the sun is shining brightly at 2 a.m., your body's natural rhythm can get a bit confused. Most hotels and guest houses in northern Norway are well prepared for this. They have excellent blackout curtains or blinds. I highly recommend using them. Bringing an eye mask is also a smart idea, just in case. Another thing to expect is a wonderful sense of freedom and flexibility. With 24 hours of usable daylight, you're not constrained by the usual timetable. Want to go for a hike at 10 p.m.? Go for it. Feel like having a late dinner by the sea as the midnight sun paints the sky? Absolutely. This liberation from the clock is one of the unique joys of this experience. Section 8. Sunlit celebrations, culture under the midnight sun. The midnight sun isn't just a beautiful backdrop, it's deeply woven into the cultural fabric of northern Norway. The arrival of the endless summer days is a cause for celebration after the long dark polar night. You'll find that communities come alive with festivals, outdoor concerts, and local gatherings. One of the most important celebrations is Midsummer or Sankthansaften, usually around June 23rd. This is a time for bonfires, barbecues, and staying up all night to welcome the peak of the sunlit season. This period of constant daylight also influences art and folklore. Many Norwegian artists, writers, and musicians have been inspired by the ethereal light and the unique atmosphere of the Arctic summer. The lifestyle itself adapts to the light. People tend to be more outdoorsy, taking full advantage of the extended daylight for activities like hiking, fishing, kayaking, and cycling. Section 9. A call to the light. Why this journey awaits you. So, there you have it. A glimpse into the magical world of Norway's midnight sun. It's more than just a scientific curiosity, it's an experience that touches your soul. It's the feeling of standing on a cliff at 2 a.m., bathed in golden light, with the vast Arctic Ocean stretching before you. It's the sound of birds singing their hearts out when your watch tells you it should be dark. It's the taste of fresh coffee as you watch the sun refuse to set, planning another adventure in a day that seems to have no end. This is travel that changes you. This journey to the land of the endless day is an invitation to see our planet in a new light, quite literally. It's a chance to connect with nature on a profound level, to witness its grandeur and its gentle beauty. It's an opportunity to meet warm, resilient people who have a unique relationship with the rhythms of the Arctic. You'll come back with more than just photos. You'll return with memories of a light that filled your days and nights, and a renewed sense of wonder about the world we live in. Don't just put this on your bucket list. Make it happen. Plan that trip. Go north. Experience the thrill of hiking under a sun that never sleeps, or kayaking through fjords in the soft glow of midnight.